In this video I'm going to have a look at the most basic of the cubic graphs, y equals x cubed, and I'm going to use a table of values to work out some points and plot the y equals x cubed graph accurately. So I've set up my axes like so, and I've drawn a table of values, and I'm going to work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points so that I can plot to join up to get my curve. Okay, let's do them. I'll start with the positive x's first. If x is 3, from the name or the equation y equals x cubed, the y value to go with it will be equal to 3 cubed. 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, times by 3, 27. So I've got a point to plot 327. If x is 2, y will be 2 cubed. 2 times 2 times 2. Be careful, the answer is not 6. It doesn't mean 2 times 3. It means 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. So 8 goes there. Next, if x is 1, y will be equal to 1 cubed. 1 cubed. That means 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1, times another 1 is still 1. Next, if x is 0, y will be nothing cubed. 0 times 0 times 0. Well, that's easy. It's 0. Now be careful when you come on to the negatives. Let me try minus 1 cubed. I'll do this at the side. Minus 1 cubed. It's the same as minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1. So you've got to be careful here because we've got 3 minuses involved. A minus times a minus will give you a plus, but then you multiply it by another minus number and you end up with a minus answer. And then 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So minus 1 cubed is minus 1, which we put in there. Next, if x is minus 2, we've got minus 2 cubed. Y equals minus 2 cubed. So minus 2 in a bracket, I'm going to cube it. Notice when I want to cube minus 2, I put the minus 2 in a bracket. I don't just simply write minus 2 cubed, because that actually means something different. Minus 2 cubed like that means that you should cube the 2 first and then put the minus in afterwards. Now by chance, in this example, it does give the same answer, but it's for a different reason. You're doing a different process when you do that. You are doing 2 cubed, 8, and then you're putting a minus in front of it, minus 8. Now what you should be doing is this. You take the minus 2 and you cube the whole thing. So I do minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. Now as I said, by chance it is going to give you minus 8, the same as writing it like that. But that actually is not the process we are doing. In a different calculation, different question, do not mix up the two because you will get different answers. Anyhow, back to this. Minus times a minus is a plus, times a minus is another minus. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So that becomes minus 8. Now in the same way, minus 3 cubed. Minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 3 is going to give you a minus answer. And 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So you basically get the same values, except of course that the ones over here are negative compared to the positives over there. So let's plot these points, 7 of them, in our graph and see what happens. Okay, I'll make some space, get rid of that. Here we go. Minus 3, minus 27. Minus 3 down to minus 27 on my graph is down there. Minus 2, minus 8. Minus 2, minus 8 is about there. Minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1. Now I'll have to get rid of that so I can plot it. It goes about there. And then 0, 0 is smack in the middle. 1, 1 is 1 across, 1 up. That goes about there. 2, 8 is 2 across and 8 up. and then 327, you go 3 across and 27 up is around about here. And what you'll find is that we get a nice smooth curve. But unlike the quadratic y equals x squared graph, which if you remember was a symmetrical U shape, what we're actually getting is, well, the first half of it looks very similar to y equals x squared. But the second half, because it's cubic, and when you cube a negative number, they become negative answers, you don't get the symmetrical U shape anymore. You get the other half flipping down here like so. And that is a graph of y equals x cubed, which is the most basic of the cubic graphs. And if you want to plot one of these accurately, you need to get at least, I would suggest, 7 points. In the exam, usually, if you're asked to draw one of these accurately, they will tell you what points to plot. They will draw the table out for you. Sometimes they may have 9 or even 11 points for you to plot. Okay, there you go. There is y equals x cubed, drawn accurately, the most simple of the cubic curves. That's the end of this video.